Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve equations with multiple operations. We're going to go over things like order of operations and stuff like that to help you solve complex equations, but really aren't that complex once you break them down. Okay guys, so our problem for today is going to be 42 minus 15 times 27 divided by 3 squared plus negative 6 divided by 2. Now, if you look at this problem in order of operations, which I'm going to go over in a second, the problem is a lot different from when you start off with it. But, let's get solving. Okay, now, the order of operations is one of the most important things that you will ever learn how to do in math. You will use order of operations from now till the rest of your life to solve pretty much any equation that you deal with. Alright, now the first thing that you're going to solve in an equation is the grouping symbols. Now, grouping symbols include things like parentheses, brackets, and absolute value symbols. And they're the things that you solve first. From top to bottom in this list, that's how you're going to solve the problem, from top to bottom. The next thing that you want to solve after grouping symbols is exponents. Then after you solve the exponents, you'll solve multiplication or division, and then after you solve the multiplication and division in the problem, then you'll solve the addition and subtraction. Okay guys, something that's very important to remember in a problem when you're doing multiplication or division or addition and subtraction in the same problem is that if a problem has both multiplication and division, then you solve whichever operation comes first in the problem, or left to right. Also, if a problem has both addition and subtraction, then you solve whichever operations comes first in the problem, or from left to right. So it's not that hard to remember. Multiplication and division really go hands in hand, same with addition and subtraction, but you just have to remember that when you're doing equations that have both operations in the problem. Okay guys, so step one in this problem is going to be the first thing on the list in order of operations, which is of course grouping symbols. Now the grouping symbols here is the parentheses. So what we do is in parentheses, let's say you're in like brackets or something, you always follow the order of operations while you're within parentheses. So the first thing you would do here would square 3. So as I have written here, 3 squared is equal to 3 times 3, and that's equal to 9. Okay, so now that we have 9, we can divide 27 divided by 9, and that equals 3. So we can use 3 to replace the problem that we have right here. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is going to be multiplication or division from left to right. So in this case, that would be what I outlined here, which is 15 times 3. Now if we look down here, 15 times 3 equals 45, and we can use that to replace what we have right here. Okay guys, so step 3 in this problem is going to be, of course, multiplication or division from left to right. Right now we have it right here as negative 6 divided by 2. Now if you put it in the form of fraction, you have negative 6 divided by 2, and that equals negative 3. And just like in our other steps, you can replace negative 3 with what we have right here. Okay guys, so the next step that I have set up for you isn't so much a step, but I'm counting it as one anyway. It's more just simplifying the problem. So what we have here can be a little confusing to some people. We have a plus sign, and then we have a minus sign, or a negative sign. But what I like to do is I like to put it just as a negative, and how that works is if you have a plus sign right next to a minus sign or a negative sign, then it's going to end up being a negative sign. So you want to replace this with what you have right here and right here. So your equation will be 42 minus 45 minus 3, just to keep it simpler, instead of reading it as 42 minus 45 plus negative 3, because that can be confusing. Okay guys, so all that we have left to do in this equation is just subtraction from left to right. Now, as you can see here, I've highlighted it, and I've put it down here. And I have -3, which we can use it to replace what we have right here. So, the moment has come, everyone. All that we're left with is -3 minus 3, and that equals our final answer, indicated by these spinny blue stars right here, which is -6. Hooray. Alright, we solved it. So, I have all the steps laid out for you right here, and what we did. So, we started with this really complex equation, and we ended up with -6. Now, something that you should note about all these equations is these are all the same equations, just simplified a little bit from step to step. -6 is equal to this complex equation right here. It's just simplified down. And I think that's just something that you guys should know. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video proved to be helpful. And just remember that you'll always use order of operations no matter what you'll do in the future to come. And yeah, I hope you learned that from me. So thanks for watching, and see you guys later.